My father was dead. I had always postponed telling him the things I needed to say, but now he was gone, and I could never tell him those things. I'm 76 years old, and I'm about to share something that might save you from the biggest regret of my life. You think you have unlimited time with the people you love. You don't. And the way most people figure this out is too late. But before I tell you what happened that changed everything, I need you to understand something. The reason I'm making this video isn't to depress you. It's because I'm running out of time. And there's something you need to know before it's too late. When my father died at 68, I was 45. Heart attack. Gone in 3 hours. I got the call at work. I was in the middle of an important presentation, the kind that could make or break my quarter. When my sister called, I almost didn't answer. "Dad's in the hospital," she said. "It's bad." I told her I'd be there in an hour. I had to finish my meeting first. It was too important to leave. He died while I was still in that conference room talking about profit margins. The last conversation I had with my father was 3 weeks earlier. He called on a Sunday afternoon. I was watching football, had a beer in my hand, finally relaxing after a brutal week. "Hey, son," he said. "Just wanted to hear your voice." I was half watching the game. "Hey, Dad, what's up?" "Nothing much. Just thinking about you. Remember when you were 8 and we built that treehouse?" I could hear something in his voice. Something soft. Something vulnerable. Like he wanted to talk. Really talk. But the game was getting good. My team was down by 3. "Yeah, Dad, that was great. Listen, can I call you back tonight? Game's getting interesting." "Sure, son. Love you." "Love you too." I never called him back. See, here's what I thought. I thought my dad was invincible. He was 68. But he seemed so strong. Still working. Still fixing things around the house. Still giving me advice I didn't want to hear. I thought we had decades left. I thought there would always be time for that deeper conversation. Time to ask him about his childhood. Time to tell him how much he meant to me. Time to say I was sorry for all those years I was too busy, too important, too focused on my career to really listen. I was wrong. The funeral was packed. People told story after story about my father, how he helped them, how he listened, how he made time for everyone except his own son. After the service, I found a box in his closet. Letters, dozens of them. Letters he never sent. Letters to me. One was dated just 2 weeks before he died. It started, "Dear son, I know you're busy, but I've been wanting to tell you some things before it's too late." He wrote about how proud he was of me, how he understood that work was important, how he wished we could talk more, how he had so many stories to share, how he wanted to apologize for not being a perfect father, all the things I needed to hear, all the things I needed to say back to him. Gone. You know what haunts me most? It's not that I didn't love him. I did. It's not that he didn't know I loved him. He did. It's that we both wanted the same thing, a deeper connection, but we kept assuming there would always be more time. We live in this illusion, this dangerous, devastating illusion that the people we love are permanent fixtures in our lives, that our parents will always be there, that our spouse will always be there, that our kids will always want to talk to us. But time doesn't work that way. Here's the painful truth I learned too late. Every conversation might be your last conversation. Every hug might be your last hug. Every I love you might be your last I love you. And you'll never know which one it is. Most people live like they have unlimited time with the people they love. They postpone the important conversations. They save the deep talks for someday. They assume there will always be another chance to say what needs to be said. But there won't always be another chance. I see this everywhere now. People too busy for their aging parents. Couples who have been meaning to have the talk for months. Kids who think their grandparents will be around forever. Last week, I watched a man at the grocery store talking on his phone while his elderly mother tried to get his attention. She wanted to show him something, point out a memory, share a small moment. He held up his finger. "Wait, Mom. This is important." I wanted to grab him. I wanted to shake him and say, "That call will be forgotten in an hour." But your mother pointing out that memory? That's time you can never get back. Your relationships aren't like bank accounts where you can keep making deposits later. They're like sandcastles. Beautiful, precious, and temporary. The tide is always coming in. The hardest part? The people who love you are probably making the same mistake you are. They're assuming there's always more time too. My father never sent those letters because he thought he'd have another chance to say those things in person. He was waiting for the right moment. The perfect time. A time when I wasn't so busy. That time never came. So what do you do with this? How do you live with the knowledge that time is running out? You stop postponing love. You stop waiting for the perfect moment. You stop assuming there's always tomorrow. You call your parents tonight. Not next week. Tonight. You ask them about their childhood, their dreams, their regrets. You tell them you love them. You say thank you for the things you've never thanked them for. You have that difficult conversation with your spouse, the one you've been avoiding. You hug your kids a little longer. You put down your phone when someone wants to talk. You stop treating your relationships like they're guaranteed. Because they're not. If my father called me today, I'd drop everything. I'd drive 3 hours just to hear him tell me about building that treehouse. I'd listen to every story, ask every question, say every word I never got to say. But I can't. Because time ran out. Don't let time run out on you. I'm 76 years old. I don't have many years left. But maybe my regret can save you from your own. The people you love won't be here forever. Neither will you. Stop postponing the conversations that matter. Stop waiting for the right time. Stop assuming there's always tomorrow. There isn't. If this message hits home, please share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment and tell me. Who are you going to call tonight? What conversation have you been postponing? And subscribe if you want more of these hard truths. I've got more to say while I still can. The clock is ticking for all of us. What are you going to do with the time you have left?